Hello class. So let's solve this word problem. Um, so first, a cosmetics company that makes small cylindrical bars of soap wraps the bars in plastic prior to shipping. Find the surface area of a bar of soap if the diameter is 5 centimeter and the height is 2 centimeters. Use 3.14 for pi. So the first thing here we need to do is to draw the cylinder, and here I drew a cylinder with the height or the length of the prism or cylinder as 2 centimeters and the diameter here, which is 5 centimeters. Another piece of information that we know is the formula for the surface area. That would be 2 pi r squared. So this is for the circles at the top and at the bottom, and 2 pi rh, which is the lateral side or the sides of the cylinder. So if you're thinking about a can of soup or beans or whatever, that's where the label is done, and at the top usually you just have the tin or the aluminum. Okay, so let's look at how we solve this. The first thing you want to do after drawing and writing the formula is defining what the terms R and H are. In this case, we have R is the diameter divided by 2. We don't have radius given to us, but we have the diameter, which is 5 centimeters divided by 2, or 2.5 centimeters. The other thing we need is, by looking at the formula, is the height, or h. The height is straightforward, 2 centimeters. The other thing I guess we need is, as we talked in class in grade 8, we use 3.14 for pi instead of the pi button on the calculator. We can go ahead and write this down, 3.14. So now we plug in the numbers that we have into the formula, and remember, 2 pi r squared, that's the same as 2 times pi times r squared, or times r. So this would have 2 times 3.14 times r, the radius, which we found to be 2.5. So 2.5 squared plus 2 times 3.14 times 2.5 times 2 for the height. Okay, now you can use a calculator here. 2 times 3.14 times 2.5 squared is, on the left side we have 39.25, plus on the right side we have 2 times 3.14 times 2.5 for r times 2 for the height, which is 31.4. Finally we add them, and we end up with 70.65, and the units here are centimeters, so we need to write centimeter squared, since this is a surface area. So let's look at another example. Here Campbell Soup is creating a new soup label. If a can has a height of 6 inches and a diameter of 4 inches, how much material does Campbell need for each soup label? As mentioned earlier, so the label is just this part right here. We're not talking about the top, we're not talking about the top here or the bottom. So the formula, and here looking for material, so we're looking for the surface area for just the outside. We're not looking for volume, what's the how much beans it holds. We're looking for just the how much paper you're gonna need to wrap the lateral side or the sides if you're standing a can, or the curved side. Here so the surface area we knew from before is 2 times pi times r squared plus 2 times pi times r times h. So here this is our lateral side, which is here, and this 2 circles on top and bottom. So let's just like we did in the previous video. So now we drew it, we use the formulas, and however this changes the formula. So we're not looking for the sides, so the top and the bottom is not needed. So the surface area for this problem will be just the lateral side, or 2 times pi times r times h. So before we start, let's define what r and h are. So r is 4 inches divided by 2, or 2 inches, and h, the height, is 6 inches. That's just straightforward. So we plug this into the formula. We have 2 times 3.14 times r, which is 2 inches, times h, or 6 inches. So that would be 4 by 6, 24, 24 by 3.14 is 75.36. That is our surface area, which means it is covered in, or it is in inches squared. That's it.